Good morning, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful black people. I hope that all is well in your world and this day become a very, very successful day for you and all of your wonderful, wonderful, wonderful loved ones. Today, on the 18th of July in the year of 2020, we have lost one of the greatest black brothers that ever lived on this plantation called America. We have lost two of them today. They are these civil rights icons that were still alive. People that put their lives on the line every day fighting against racism, Jim Crow, segregation, inequalities, and being beaten, arrested by white racist cops in the South. Repeatedly, John Lewis and Reverend C.T. Vivian both passed away on this day. And know this, that one of the greatest disrespects to anyone is for their enemies to praise them. The greatest disrespect is for one's enemies to praise them. People like Donald Trump, Mitch McConnell, and all of those white racist Republican Congress people, U.S. senators, politicians, etc., are making these ridiculous, disrespectful statements praising John Lewis when they are the ones who have stood in the doors of justice, preventing equal justice for black folks. They are the ones that have sat on the Voting Rights Act, giving total access to voting to black folks. Something that John Lewis was almost killed for. His skull was cracked on the Edmund Pettus Bridge by white racist Alabama state sanctioned killer white cops. It was happening then, and it is still happening today. Racist white cops are killing, beating, injuring black folks. And I am standing on the shoulder of people like MLK Jr., Malcolm X, Stokely Carmichael, Fred Hampton, Huey Newton, John Lewis, C.T. Vivian, Diane Nash, Fannie Lou Hamer, Ida B. Wells, etc., etc. I'm standing on their shoulders. The greatest disrespect to any of us is to be praised by our enemies. all of those white racist, punk-ass white boys and white girls on the Republican side are now praising John Lewis, just as on MLK holiday, they stand in front of microphones and cameras and praise MLK Jr. when they have stood, offered resistance to all of the things that MLK Jr. was trying to perfect. The greatest disrespect to all of us is to be praised by our enemies, my beautiful black, intelligent brothers and sisters. And I would say this in regards to protesting and putting your life on the line, offering resistance, displaying courage, which is what people like John Lewis always display, courage. He was more concerned about their causes rather than his own safety, his own health, and his own life. And I would say this: rattlesnakes do not commit suicide, and baseball teams do not strike themselves out. And I will say that again: rattlesnakes do not commit suicide, and baseball teams do not strike themselves out. There always have to be a counter action. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. For every good thing that we, you, I, try to perfect, there is going to be, will always be, risk of danger. But on the other side of that risk, on the other side of that danger, resides what you are trying to perfect, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. That is how I see resistance, protesting, just causes, and not sitting around being silent, doing nothing, going along to get along. Every good thing requires risk / danger. Rattlesnakes do not commit suicide, and baseball teams do not strike themselves out. That's what I have on this one. Please go to the thrasherway.libsyn.com.